So, who is Post Malone? Really, I mean, SoundCloud rapper, country artist, pop icon. This guy's music doesn't just cross genres, it obliterates them. And as a musician, I want to know, how does one do that? Meet Austin Post. Born in '95 in Syracuse, New York, but raised in the heart of Dallas, Texas. This kid was surrounded by a musical buffet. Think Tupac, 50 Cent, raw hip-hop, Metallica's gritty rock riffs, and Johnny Cash's soulful country twang. Post didn't just listen, he absorbed it all. He picked up a guitar thanks to Guitar Hero. Yep, the video game. By his teens, he was tinkering with FL Studio, cooking up beats, and uploading tracks to SoundCloud. College? Nah. He dropped out, moved to LA, and dove headfirst into music. This was the SoundCloud era, where artists like him could experiment freely. Post wasn't rapping or singing. He was blending, creating sounds that didn't fit one mold. In his own words, Post said, "I just make what feels right." That freedom, it's the spark that would light up his genre-defining career. So then came 2015, Posty drops White Iverson, and it's like a musical bomb went off. Dreamy melodies, it was definitely different. I remember hearing it for the first time. Mind you, 2015 is probably 1 year into my musical journey, and I remember hearing it on the way out to the river. A friend had played it, and it was different. I was not into hip-hop, was not into kind of the mainstream stuff, and you could hear a difference. It racked up millions of streams and soon caught Republic Records' attention. Posting to deal, and in 2016, Stoney hit the scene. This album was a genre smoothie, rap, R&B, even a hint of rock with tracks like Go Flex. Which personally, Go Flex is probably one of my favorite ones off that album because of the acoustics in the beginning. It's so cool how he blends that. Fans on X were buzzing, tweeting things like Post Malone's voice is from another planet. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a musical chameleon, and the world was hooked. By 2018, beer bongs and Bentleys made Post a global superstar. Then came Hollywood's Bleeding in 2019 with bangers like Circles and Sunflower with Sway Lee. These weren't just songs, they were genre-blending hits that ruled radio, Spotify, and TikTok. Post collaborated with everyone from Ozzy Osbourne to SZA, proving he could vibe with rock legends and pop divas alike. His secret? He wasn't chasing trends, he was setting them, mixing sounds in ways that felt totally new. X-users call him a musical shapeshifter, and they weren't wrong. Post was rewriting the rules of what an artist could be. And I take a lot from that because as a musician, you're so pinned to a certain sound, and I think that's why I've been so fascinated to make a video on him, because he was able to bounce to so many different genres early in his career and still does to this day. Then Post threw everyone a curveball. In 2023, Austin leaned into introspective pop rock. But by 2024, F1 Trillion was straight up country. Collaborations with Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, and even Dolly Parton. Post wasn't playing around. Tracks like I Had Some Help shot to #1 on country charts. His Texas roots and love for country music made this pivot feel authentic. He didn't just dabble in country, he owned it, blending his signature melodies with twangy guitars. This wasn't a gimmick. Post's ability to jump genres came from his genuine love for music. So I asked myself, how does Post make this work? And all I could come up with was authenticity. He is who he is and does what he wants to do. And I think people, including me, admire that. And of course, his raw talent. The dude is talented. I've seen so many videos of him playing the acoustic, the electric, hanging in the studio. The dude just has talent musically. A lot of that country sound, as I mentioned, just comes from his roots. And I think lastly, he just connects with fans. He seems to be the realist, if you will. In the industry, they love him. Artists from all genres line up to work with Post, from Kanye to Dolly. Post doesn't just cross genres, he builds bridges to them, creating music that speaks to really everyone, including me. Creating music that speaks to everyone regardless of your preference. My brother, he's a very big country artist and a kind of a purist when it comes to 90s country music, and Merle Haggard's, the Hank Williams, and so when I heard him bumping the F1 Trillion album, I was like, dang, this is crazy that this dude has been able to resonate with so many people. So from SoundCloud to sold out arenas, Post Malone's journey proves music doesn't need boundaries. He's a rap, pop, and country icon all at once, and he's just getting started. So what's your guys' favorite Post Malone track? Drop it in the comments below. I want to hear it. I just love doing these kind of profiles, if you will, and learning more about the person, because there's always a story behind their music, and it's really cool to see someone who's only a year older than me still just pushing the boundaries. So if you guys like this video, the deep dive, consider liking and subscribing. Really helps out the channel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best, and we'll see you guys on the next one.